Hey, everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. I hope you're all doing well. Paranoid boyfriends. Let's talk about them, shall we? I don't think I ever was one, to be honest. I mean, this is something that I ran into recently, and that's why it was extra disappointing. But let me start off with, like I said, I never don't think I've been one. Um, I really got in the dating game late, like probably not until junior, senior year of high school. Nothing really serious until after that. And I remember specifically one time I was at a party. I was 22 and I was dating a 19-year-old, and she was cool. And we were going out, and we were kind of boyfriendish, girlfriendish on that kind of that cusp there. And we were at a party, and some of my friends were there. And she went over, and she was the other side of the house that we were had this where this party was. She started talking to the guy, and I kind of took a couple glances over, but I was like, all right, it's a party, And my friends, a couple of my friends go, "What are you going to do about that?" I go, "I'm not going to do anything about that." Well, what if he starts hitting on her? Then he starts hitting on her. Well, what if she's okay with it? Well, then she's okay with it. And all right, if I'm not the guy for her, I'm not the guy for her. If she's that easy to take away, then hey, good riddance, right? It was really just funny to me, just how it. And I'm having another memory here, like going to a gay club a couple times, more than a couple times. We used to go quite a bit because the music was good. It was fun to be around people different than our heterosexual asses. I was usually with a couple gay friends, but most of the group was usually just straight guys that I went with, and that was fun. And I remember one time a guy grabbed my ass there, right? And I was like, "Whoa!" It was surprising. It shouldn't have been. It was a gay club, uh, but I told my friends, yeah, this guy just got my ass grabbed. He goes, "You should fucking slug that guy." I'm like, "Hey, this is his home turf. Yeah, we are, for better or for worse, guests here, right?" And what? It's like I didn't feel groped. I didn't feel, I mean, I understand girls if they feel differently, or even guys if they feel differently. It was not. It didn't bother me a bit. It was a 1 or 2 seconds on my ass. I was fine. So it's just kind of funny to me that there are guys that react that way, and not only react that way in their teens and 20s, continue to react that way in long into life, into the 40s, 50s, 60s, until they die. And that's weird to me. But so back at this party, so when these guys told me, "Hey, you should do something about it," no, and I don't remember ever being like that. I never had anyone hit on my ex-wife. I rarely had anyone hit on my girlfriends, or my ex-wife when she was my girlfriend. I don't recall any of that happening. Sounds like, "Man, John, you must date some ugly women." No, not necessarily, but but it just didn't happen a lot. And when it did, I was mellow about it, because that's gonna keep you the girl more likely than you being that macho asshole that comes running. "What are you doing talking to my woman?" We were talking about Israel, Palestine. You want to get in on the conversation? "No, I'm too stupid." Honestly, that's the way it feels. It's like you look like an idiot if you do that stuff. So I rarely, if ever, have. Like I said, maybe I was like that in high school, but I don't even think I was then, because it's like, if she wants to be with that guy, she wants to be with that guy, and fine. I'm gonna live. There are no kids on the line. There's no marriage on the line. It's fine. But so that brings me back to why I actually broached this subject. Um, so I had a party a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. It was a Deadpool party. Logan, you were invited. Max, you were invited. I know you guys couldn't come, but it was fine. Still love you guys. I think I even invited you, Mom, but whatever. So we have this party, and one of the people that I invited that came is my friend. I'm not going to name her name. I don't name names here, for something that might be potentially embarrassing. But I dated her about a year ago, right around January, February of 2023. And it was a quick relationship. It was fine. We had some good sex. We had some good times, but in the end, we weren't really right for each other. And that's fine, right? She's the one I mentioned, I think, a video or two ago about slapping the boyfriend tag on me, when I talked about my 2023 sexcapades. But other than that, it was fine. But I wasn't ready for it, and we were done. And so I invited her to this party. She's like, "Can I bring the guy I'm dating?" I'm like, "Sure." And she's like, "Well, I don't know if he wants to come. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. If she wants to come, great. Or if he wants to come, great. If he doesn't, great. It doesn't matter. I've never met the dude. I hope you can come because I know you and I like you. But if he comes or doesn't, it doesn't really matter to me. And so she's like, well, he's really intimidated by you. I go, why? She's like, well, I told her, I told him about you and me, and we had a short, quick relationship, and that it was pretty good. And I go, yeah, all that's true. What's the problem? Well, he's just, he's been cheated on before, and now and he's really insecure. And I'm like, and the guy's my age. He's in his 50s, and I'm like, fucking get over it. Grow up, man. I just don't understand why this guy is such a, why he's like this. And I told her, beware, because insecure guys are the worst. Insecure guys will be very controlling. He actually told her this later. I guess they were talking about me after the party, I found out. Well, she told me. And she's like, he told me not to speak of you again. What does this guy think he's a king? And you're like one of his serfs? We shall not speak of John Corelli again. You shall not. Not around me, anyway. Get over yourself. So I meet this guy, and he shakes my hand so hard. And I was just like, all right. I start smiling during the handshake. I'm like, okay, I guess this is some sort of intimidation thing that's supposed to mean something. Dude, I haven't dated your lady in a year. I haven't been attracted to her the same amount of time, except as a friend. It's just, so it was really just funny and sad at the same time. I don't know if I can make this video last 10 minutes, but it was just funny. And I did write a joke about it though, so maybe I can share the joke and that'll maybe burn another minute or two. So when she said that, like, why is he have confidence issues? Why is he insecure? She goes, because well, you got cheated on. Welcome to the fucking club, right? So when I present this on stage, I'm gonna say, anyone not part of this club? Is there any special people? Are there any special people out in this audience that have never been cheated on? Are you kidding me? Everybody cheats on each other. Royalty cheats on each other. Prince Charles cheated on Diana. Diana cheated on Prince Charles, right? I believe. I can't remember exactly how it went, but it's like, can you imagine you're dating somebody and their mother is on currency? Your mom's on money in multiple countries, right? I think I can do better. I don't know if that's funny or not. I might try it on at an open mic tonight. But I do think it's just funny that people get that paranoid and are that insecure. It's like, dude, if you have stuff to offer, great. If you don't, work on yourself. And maybe pick people better that aren't going to make you more insecure or maybe cheat on you, right? It's just, and the irony for me in this is that the last woman I dated, the one I fell really hard for, that I've talked about a few times on this channel, she was dating another guy at the same time. And usually I don't play that. And I shouldn't have. It was my mistake, and it blew up in my face like I kind of thought it would, even though she gave me a lot of assurances that it probably wouldn't. She was wrong, or she was lying. I think she was more wrong than lying. I think she was just hopeful. And then as she got to know me better, not that I'm a horrible guy, but maybe she just figured I wasn't the guy for her, and she wasn't the woman for me. Like I said, I still have love for her in my heart, but I don't. It's over, right? The shit's over. And if she ends up with that guy, great. If she ends up with somebody else, great. If she ends up with a woman, if she ends up with nobody, great, right? So what I'm saying is just don't be that guy. Don't be insecure, because I can tell you that is a turnoff. And like when I was getting insecure about the other guy that she was seeing, it was a turnoff for her, and not that I necessarily shouldn't have been, because like I say, monogamy is big, right? And she called herself this too. She called herself a serial monogamist, and I'm the same way. I've never been a dater. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I like you. I asked you out. Let's see where this goes. That's basically how I operate. And a lot of people operate the same way. And, and when you go out of your comfort zone in that, and you're with somebody who's dating another person, and especially if you're not, that will make you a little insecure. So I have had some insecurities, but I'm not that insecure where, I was cheated on once, I got to control you now. Don't do that. It's stupid. Anyway, close to 10 minutes. Thanks for checking this out. I know it was kind of a ramble, but I'm behind on video, so I can do some ramblers. Thank you so much to my regular listeners, my irregular listeners. I hope you're all doing well. Have a great morning, evening, dance party, whatever you're doing. Thanks for listening again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.